Good morning, good sirs and madams out there in YouTube land. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing my best to hold on and push forward. Today, we're going to talk about letting go and keep pushing forward, letting go of resentments, fear, expectations, resentment built up through all these expectations that we hold on we hold that I hold on myself, right? Possibly you do the same. We'll figure it out together. We're going to start with the simple things. Some L-theanine this morning seems to help. I take 300 milligrams in the morning when I'm taking it, and it does seem to help with the emotional regulation. So start there. Start simple. We got Ellie. How are you? I'm holding up. Jesse, it's good to see you. 18th is my birthday. I know I've seen that. I got to respond to your comment. I'm sorry I haven't. Take your meds this morning, right? I don't really subscribe to taking anything too pharmaceutical, I guess, these days. But the L-theanine, the methylene blue, seem to be a couple small steps to help towards regulating, like everything else, hydrating and blah blah blah. But I'm literally barely awake. But I wanted to take this step to have a conversation with you guys as well, right? So double tap the screen, take yourself L-theanine. This methylene blue was a gift from a friend of mine. It's supposed to help with focus and motivation and emotional well-being, I guess. We'll see. I've been taking it. It seems like it's all right. I wouldn't argue against it, I guess, especially as a gift. It seems to help when I'm panicking too. It seems to kind of help regulate the L-theanine as well. So I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what to say. Let's go get a cup of coffee. That's the game plan. Have a game plan. Push forward. Right? It's the best advice I can give you this morning. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to meet my sister for breakfast at Golden Corral. I guess they have one. It's another beautiful day here in Syracuse, New York. Can't wait to get away from the snow. We'll chat a little bit about that too. Serious threats I'm making getting out of here and heading somewhere warm and skipping the end of this BS. But Helly, thank you for reminding me of to be honest with you, I slept really well last night. Ellie, how'd you sleep? For the first time in some time, actually, but I kind of had to skip a night's sleep. We spoke the other day, and then I went out to my niece's, and I was doing all right for the day, and then I went to lay down about midnight, and I ended up having a crazy anxiety attack from like midnight until 5 in the morning. So I ended up just leaving our house at 5 in the morning and driving 2 hours back here. And I spent yesterday door dashing. Went and hung out with Randy. Looked at the car because I'm making serious threats about getting out of here, as we were talking about. But I didn't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that, Ellie. It's beautiful in its way. I'm not a huge fan of the snow and cold for more than about 5 minutes. But yes, it is pretty beautiful out there. That ain't gonna work because of maybe it will. I don't know. But I hope everybody's doing all right out there. Double tap the screen. We're gonna figure it out together today. Like I said, again, the theme is letting go. This morning's theme is letting go, and I'm working on letting go. The main thing is the resentments that have built up for myself because of those expectations I put on myself. Filing all those things. Taking your medicine and pushing forward. But I kind of forced myself to get up, and then I guess I can't wait for tomorrow force yourself, push yourself, Ellie. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did yesterday, right? you know, and then the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right, build these resentments too. As I laid there at my niece's house at midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the resentment kept building and the anxiety kept piling. You know, and then I shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda left earlier, shoulda, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter what happened 5 minutes ago. It's time to push forward. Hey guys, I am driving. We're just pulling out of my parking lot, but I'll catch up. Roy, it's good to see you, brother. But yeah, going to get a cup of coffee. Let's go. We're going to the Dunkin. I guess the best advice I could give to, or what I, you know, just reminding myself of what I'm doing to push forward through what I've been going through lately, is to have a game plan, right? Find a sense of purpose, even if it's something small. You know, me and my sister have been making serious threats about going to breakfast for a couple weeks, and you know, I woke up this morning, the alarm that I set, one of the first things I thought was, she won't call me. Well, you know, make that call, reach out. You know, it doesn't have to be some test, you know, for the people you care for. If you know, if she wouldn't have got a hold of me, then I would have got up and pushed forward and went and got myself something, maybe did some door dashing. But I'm not going to try to read right now, but we'll catch up on the comments when I get to Dunkin'. We sit for a few minutes. We don't have to meet her till 9. But again, I hope everybody out there in YouTube land's doing well. I hope you've finding a sense of purpose. I hope you're not struggling in that deep, dark place of lost and broken dreams. And if you are, stick around for a while. Express yourself. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. $0.00. Thank you, Roy boy. Or is that 10? Oh, thanks, brother. That is deeply appreciated, man. Deeply appreciated. Towards the next right thing. Bro. Yeah. Finding motivation together, man. That really makes me, you know, it's not about the money, but it's nice to feel appreciated, right? So, thanks, man. Thanks. How are you been, Roy? Are you holding up all right, brother? I said I won't be able to respond until I get to Dunkin'. Give me a few minutes. We'll get a coffee and I'll respond. But yeah, how are you guys doing out there in YouTube land, huh? You able to let go? I think the reason the theme is letting go is as I drove last night, spark driving, I realized it's a big part of my problem, right? Letting go. It builds these crazy, horrible resentments that, you know, that are hard to let go of. You know? I apologize. I'm not going to apologize. Right, no word, no good. Ain't got no caffeine in it yet. But chat with each other. Keep the conversation going until we get there and I can indulge. I wish I could, but I got to pay attention to these roads. As you can tell, it's whatever. It'll be a good day door dashing. It's going to be a good day because we're going to make it. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, we're going to build a better day together. We're starting off well by having this conversation. I'm giving myself credit for the small things, right? Taking that L-theanine and methylene blue, right? Part of the medication is the action. And I didn't plug my it just switched up because I plugged my phone in. So you guys can watch the beautiful snow versus my ugly mug for a few minutes. But yeah, this might be close to the last snow. Shouldn't be too much more. I'm skipping the end of it, and I'm dropping the resentments of what I should have done months ago. Right at this point, it's like this painting season that I'm looking forward to. Me and my buddy to really get our business going. April or so, we can start doing some marketing and really find some houses to paint. It's coming up quick, and I should have left, right? If I wanted to go see my brother in Indiana, if I wanted to have another adventure, if I wanted to get to California, which is these serious threats I've been making for a long time, and then it's funny how that can add, you know, every second you move forward without doing something adds a heavier weight onto not being able to do the thing, right? Well, it's not too late. That's one another healthy reminder for all of us this morning. It's not too late. It's not focusing on yesterday. We got to let go of yesterday. This moment is the only moment that we have. It's the only moment that I have to find a way to care for myself once again. That's important, right? Appreciate everybody commenting. I look forward to catching up with all you guys here in a few. Look forward to catching up with you guys. Look forward to that cup of coffee. Brain is still kind of, with open, honest communication, that's the big part of the problem. Looking back, because retrospect could be clear, is a lot clearer than the moment. A lot of times is that they're not having something to do, not figuring out a purpose beforehand, right? And it doesn't have to be anything big, but waking up and just immediately pushing myself back to sleep because there's no one at the house and it's trashed, and that bunny is a selfish little prick, only loves me when he wants to, so it's like I want to go back to sleep and I have nothing to do and I'm worthless, and all these negative thoughts feeding into that whisper just adds into where I've been in the last couple of months. So plan a little something, say yes. My sister had mentioned this, and we, I know how it is to have a rocky relationship with family and how hard it can be to get connected and be connected with the people you love, how hard it can be to accept that, the fear of when the shit's gonna hit the fan, because it always seems to. But Al used to say, find that distance you need to have between you and the one you love, so you can have a healthy relationship. There's a specific distance that has to be maintained with all relationships, and that's okay. You can't, even your best friend, you got to take a break from every once in a while. And I love my sister and I love my biological family, but I know there needs to be a distance, right? It can't be an everyday thing, and they got their life, and I got to figure out a way to bite my tongue. I'm doing well with that. Give myself the credit that I'm not going to get too involved, but be involved, right? But make the call. Don't just wake up. Like the first dark thought from the whisper this morning was, well, she didn't call me, she doesn't want me to go. Like, well, you guys talked about it, all right? And we're all emotional. We're all humans, and maybe she wouldn't have called you if you didn't call. But what does that matter? You said I wanted to go, and I do. I want to go see my sister and have breakfast. I want to go to this Golden Corral and eat like a fat kid. Yeah, it drives me nuts that I can't read. I got to get something that like reads the comments. You see these guys that have these things that read the comments, especially if we're going to be traveling together again. I was going to take this next trip with me. Maybe that'd be the thing. It's something that'll read the comments for us so I can respond and drive and have a conversation. But hold on, we're almost to Dunkin, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. One more minute, one more day. You never know when that page is going to turn, especially when you're dealing with emotional health, mental well-being. I'll tell you one thing: the odds of yesterday or today being better than yesterday go up dramatically if you take those small steps. If you made a game plan for yesterday, you woke up and you pushed through, and you didn't let the whisper tear down that game plan through resentments or fear. And you got up and you got moving despite how it played out, and you're in a good place. Today has a way better chance of being a positive thing, because you didn't allow it to that whisper of negativity to nudge you closer to that dark place that consumes us, right? That feeds into the depression and anxiety that you don't deserve to live in. And I know that can sound like a ludicrous statement, because when you're in it, nothing feels more real than that you deserve it, right? You're not worth it, and that there is no purpose. Take your purpose back today and let go those lies that we tell ourselves. That's the best thing I can say. As always, I don't speak because I know. I speak because I'm seeking the truth. I speak because I need this reminder. I need the reminder on a daily basis, and that's okay. You know? If I don't remind myself, I will surely forget, as I have in the past, right? End up in these cycles of pain and resentment that I've found myself in again recently, you know, and then I hold resentment against myself for finding myself back in that place, and it's this treacherous cycle. So break that cycle, you know, with the small things, right? It's the itty bitties, man. It's the little bitties, the tiny riddles. It's the small step today of getting up and hydrating and having this conversation with you. Pardon me while I get my coffee, good sirs and madams.
Good morning. What can I get you?
Good morning. Can I have an extra large hot coffee with oat milk and caramel swirl, please?
Extra large hot with caramel swirl?
And oat milk as well, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Well, five at the window.
Thank you, thank you. Eggs and Banky. Give thanks this morning, too. There's another good piece of advice that I tend to forget that slips my mind. Be grateful for where we are. Oh, look at that. Someone put a sticker right there underneath the Dunkin' Donuts window. Who could have done that? Make sure you do the next right thing today. It's a healthy reminder for both of us. Oh, shit. There we go. Anyway. Get a cup of coffee. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back up, see if we can't get caught up on these comments. Holy crap. Thanks, guys, for getting the conversation rolling today. Roy, it's good to see you. God, I gotta put these glasses on. Turning into an old dog there, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Here you are. Thank you.
What's that?
Awesome.
You're all set. Have a great day.
You're very much appreciated. You as well. Okay. It says, "You look chill, Unc. Where are you going this morning?" Morning to you. Well, good morning to you too there. My mom. Hope you're still in here. Stick around for a while. We'll get caught up on these comments. We'll have a cup of coffee together. We got a few minutes to chill and relax. Continue this conversation. It'll take me a minute to get caught up, but I will. We'll get caught up. We'll acknowledge the comments. And again, thank you guys, man. It was a short drive, and there's quite a bit of interaction going on there, reminding me that this is the right move. I question that a lot. You know, I haven't been on here because part of what that darkness tells me is that this serves no purpose, and I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but it doesn't matter. You know, the purpose is to expose the struggle and to embody this understanding of the turtle herd, right? As an open, honest, you know, I mean that. I might falter on it as we do, and then when I do falter on it, every second that I falter on it, it adds up, and I feel worse and worse. But that doesn't mean that there's not time to pick up the reins. And having you guys here this morning really reminds me of that. You look chill, forgot to the past focus on the present. Yes, very much, Ali. We got to live in this moment. IDK, hey, it's good to see you again, Roy. Thank you for the donation to the next right thing, Roy. As always, whatever adds up in that account is going to go towards the next right thing. That's still, you know, I'm lying down in my bed, Jessica. Well, you hang out for a while. Today is going to be a dog day. It's going to be a dog day. It sounds like a good one. It'll be a dog day, a good dog day, lazy dog day. It is. There's a little bit of snow on the ground here. The day is starting off beautiful, right? Not allowing that fear and that whisper and that pops up to stop me from doing the next right thing. We're here together and we're having this conversation with no resentment, no expectations. Pokey, it's so good to see you. Where stuck are you going to from Jess? We're stuck in. Are you going to from Jesse? I'm not sure what you mean, Jesse. You're stuck in the house? I'm going to Golden Corral to meet my sister to have breakfast here in a minute, and then I'm going to do some door dashing because it's snowing again, and it'll be some good money, and I'm trying to stack up some money because I'm making some serious threats about getting this next trip going by Wednesday or Thursday. We're stuck into the doodly-doo. I'm laying on the couch, Jesse, as I don't want to get up the room. No, I feel you. I kind of feel guilty every time I don't, but I kind of want to get a bit. Ellie, that's what it goes along with what we were just talking about, right? I'm telling you, you think your house is trash. We didn't look at mine. My shit is fucking ridiculous. That depression, anxiety, that darkness, that whisper, that small little step towards the struggle. Is the coffee cup sitting on the end table and the food containers on the ottoman and the lack of vacuuming and cleaning, and it all adds up, right? But we're working on letting go of that resentment that's built up and the paralyzing nature that comes from it, from not doing it. That's part of today. And Ellie, thank you for admitting that, because it helps me to know and remember that, my house is like that right now too, man. Let's not hold that against ourselves. Let's just do a little bit and push forward, get a cup of coffee and relax. That could be hard to care for ourselves. Looks like you're driving down back roads in upstate New York. Roy, you're right. Kirkville to the thing. Hello, rainy North Carolina. 6533. Hello, 6533. Don't forget to subscribe. Double tap that screen. Become a member of the Turtle Herd. I'm working on getting back into growing the community. That's what that was the premise, right? Keeping it simple without expectations, but getting back into it can be a struggle. Getting back into that first step of picking up that first thing in your messy house, or jumping back on a live for the first time, and not allowing that whisper to convince us that it's pointless. But 6533, it's good to see you. Be careful on the road, slow and steady. It was the 70s yesterday, this morning. Roy, that's amazing. I'm going to be headed to southwest. I want to go west, man. I've been making serious threats in California for a very long time. So once we get some stuff straightened out here, I think we're going to go see Rob from Misled Utopia, my brother. My niece in Indiana is going to be on the way. Stay there for a couple days. I heard in California you can make like $500 a day door dashing. We'll figure that out maybe. And we'll get the old Kia Forte here. We're going to take that back seat out, put a foam mattress into the trunk. I don't think I'm going to take out the passenger seat. I don't want to get all into that, but I do think I'm going to make like a platform so I can make coffee and cook. I already got the gym membership just the other day. I'm sailing away, 419. Well, I'm glad you're here. Rob, message retracted. What's going on, Rob? Biggie bike rides, 40-degree change. That's nothing. Texans are... Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say about that. I don't know if you'd say that to a Texan's face. Are you in Ohio, traveling lamp? No, I'm not in Ohio. I hope you're still around, traveling lamp. I'm in central New York. I'll be driving through Ohio soon, hopefully, right, making these serious threats. But I'm also not going to build, now that I'm starting to work on my emotional well-being and I'm starting to feel better, I'm not going to put expectations on myself, because that's where all these resentments come from. That's one of Al's, Hawanase's biggest pieces of wisdom. Is this drop the expectations, and part of why I found myself in such a depressive state, is the expectations I put on myself. But Traveling Lamp, it's good to see you. To check you out. That's a cool name. You got a channel? Roy, you're right. I spent most of my life in New York. However, I'm living down here, 17 years. Yeah, I think we've talked about that before. But yeah, man, maybe I'd like to have a reason to come to Texas. I got a niece there. When I first moved to Texas in November, yeah, that's awesome. I like people wearing jackets and 50 degrees. Yeah, it's funny when I go to Florida and it's like 50 degrees, people are all bundled up. Boston Bill subbed, awesome. Part of the Turtle Herd, Boston. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together. I'm not going to apologize for not being on the ball as of late, but I'm going to be adamant about doing this a little bit more and make the call. Make the call today. Do the thing. Get up and stop making serious threats. Today's the day we get moving. Today's the day we let go of that fear and resentment, and we stop listening to that whisper that tells us we're not enough, or that it's silly what you're doing, or that it doesn't matter. Today's the day that we get ourselves a good cup of coffee, and you call your sibling, and you insist that you go on the breakfast that you've been chatting with her about. That's, through that fear and anguish. So freaking crazy, right? We're gonna admit that today too. I'd be so scared of some simple little thing, and paralyzed with this whatever somehow, get caught in this self-loathing loop. We're breaking that today together. I appreciate 9786. Brag about it. 9 cents. Brag about what? I'm a little bit behind. I got $5 for French fries. Sammy, French fries. Get some good ones. Where are you? We're in New York there, Bio. T. Chick. Good morning, Mike Hemp. Good morning, Mike. It's good to see you. You didn't miss anything important? Well, I appreciate that reminder, taking that pressure off myself. So that's the thing. It seems like every day you when you're not doing something, when you're paralyzed in that, when I'm paralyzed in that anxiety and depression, that every day it gets heavier, right? Every day, just on principle, is another scoop deeper. That's harder to get out of that hole. And not doing this for a while adds to the torturous loop of not doing it. But when I'm here and I'm in it, I realize that this medicine and this connection that we've made is true. That whisper can't consume me and make me believe the lie that this is pointless, because we all reach out, we all communicate, we all and it becomes real. It's just hard to do that sometimes. And that's okay too. It's been hard to do that. I'm not going to hold any resentments against myself, and I'm not going to whatever. I'm going to give thanks that we're here together in this moment. So double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. Morning. Messenger Chris, did you go to the barbecue pit yesterday? The other thing I want to mention too, if you're in Bradenton, you guys are looking for good Italian food, down in Bradenton, Florida, I think it's called Danny's Pizzeria. I don't know. Their calzones are amazing. Chris, if you and Laura want a calzone, go there and get a large calzone. I guarantee you, it's like $17. I guarantee you won't be able to finish it between the two of you. And the calzone's actually amazing. I was thinking about that last night too, of good places in Bradenton I really like. I got the large calzone to the face for $17, and I ate off it for like a day and a half, and I was like, I probably should stop eating this, because it's been I bought it last night and it's midday the next day, and but yeah, if you guys are looking for some good Italian food, the calzone was amazing. It was ridiculously huge and delicious for $17. It looked like it had a good atmosphere in there. I sat in my car, but it's good to see you this morning, Chris Scott. I'm gonna leg off. Roy, I hope you do well, brother. I hope to see you soon. We're gonna be doing this a little bit more often, Roy. So yeah, brother, I love your face. I appreciate you. We're gonna keep the door open for the traveling too, man. I would like to stay in the right mind and keep doing the next thing and keep letting go of this pain and resentment, but we're going to take it on a day-to-day basis. I'm not going to make any solid plans that'll cause me to freak out. I'm going to take it easy on myself, because that's kind of what causes me anxiety, which sounds crazy, right? I make plans and it feels great and I'm motivated, and then somehow I look back at it and then I'm paralyzed with this anxiety and stress about making plans. But I would like to, see some of you guys on my trip this year. We do have a friend in California. I forget what her name is off the top of my head. Hopefully she'll pop in and we'll see her go to trailer. Christian, what are you talking about, 07? Go to trailer where? Wish you the best. Thank you, Bio. Each trailer park, 25 trailers, homeless people, they pay 6 months, they pay the bills, then you move or buy it. That's a good one. I like that, Christian. I don't know where that is. We can talk a little bit more about that. I do live in a trailer park. I own the trailer. It's not the whatever. I like my place. But yeah, good advice out there. I think trailers are amazing, man. I pay $500 a month for lot rent. I got a killer deal for maybe probably worth 20 grand now, 25 maybe, the trailer, because of what I've done to it. But I got it for $6 grand some time back, and I don't know how you guys are making rent out there, dude. I don't know, fucking barely, right? But yeah, I think trailers are a great idea, man. And you had the right one, the right place. My place is really nice. I like it. Yeah, not yet. Planning it later this week. Good. Yeah, Chris, keep that Danny's Pizzeria in mind. It's an Italian place not too far from that barbecue pit. Anna Marie Island too, brother. I'm telling you, looking for a good sunset where you're not overwhelmed with a million people. That's the place to be. They got some tiki bars there too. Maybe you and Laura could have a couple, rummy coconut drinks or something. Let go, brother. Have a drink with your wife's on this little vacation too. I know you don't drink too much, but having a cocktail with the missus, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. You guys can let loose and watch a sunset or something. Can start doing stuff. Ellie, distracted doing stuff. Me too. I still kind of didn't get changed. It's all right, Ellie. Slow and steady. Don't hold it against yourself. We're at the bottom. Reminds me of myself. Or whatever we're talking about there, because I'm still trying to get this caffeine in my brain. I'm kind of just laying on the couch instead of getting changed. It's okay, Ellie. Slow and steady. We pay it. Christian, what are we talking about? We pay it. We're talking about that trailer thing. I know that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to wrap my brain around the conversation we're having. This is like a thing to help people get off the streets. We're talking about like something about a trailer. I'm sorry, Christian. You're right up here. What does it say? Did I miss it already? Mr. Boston. How did I miss this? I just seen him. Boston Bill. Okay, Boston Bill, subscribe. Thank you. We've seen that. Bill Traveling Inc., Ohio, or some. What the fuck? Scott, I'm going to log off. That's not it. Each trip. On each trailer park, there's 25 trailers for homeless. Maybe I got to turn this on to. Let's see. Chat filter. All messages. Maybe I'm missing some messages. Christian, we pay it. Let's talk a little bit more about what 07's talking about. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. You said in each trailer is 25 trailers of homeless people. They pay 6 months, they pay the bills, then move in. I think that's a great idea. Whatever we're talking about. I'd like to explore that a little. Erie Boulevard, Jess. What the hell is going on? Where am I? Not yet. Planning on it later this week. Still kind of getting changed. Good. Remind me of myself. Lay on the couch instead of getting changed. Well, slow and steady there, Ellie. Pokey, I lived in a trailer for 3 years in Scotland. It's not. Yeah, well, it all depends. I just bought a new gas burning thing that I'm heating the place with. The furnace is up. And that's another thing too, I'll admit. I've let shit go at the house, man. My furnace is broken, the water's up. That froze and I thawed it out and it burst and I don't want to crawl underneath there, and the house is trash. There's a million projects. I lose track of the things I have done. I did do some work with some electrical stuff. To show you that back room. I know that was part of what we talked about. Working on that back master bedroom. I got a crazy cool view for the beautiful snow and whatever. Allie, right, we'll be back. I'm going to get changed. Good, Allie. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well out there today. I hope you decided to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. We're going to be indulging in these conversations a little bit more without too many expectations on myself. It's about 8:30, about 5 more minutes. I'm going to have to get going to go meet my sister. Come up with a game plan today. If you're out there struggling in YouTube land, hold on tight. You're not alone. Take that small step towards something better, and it might not seem like you got anywhere taking that small step, but I implore you to take another one. I implore you to take one more after that, without expectations on yourself, without getting angry or resentful for not being where you think you should be. I know all this stuff seems simple, but if you're in that dark place, I know how hard it can be. Believe me. I'm just coming back from a place of true darkness and depression that I allowed to consume me for too long, and then I hold resentments upon myself for allowing it to consume me, and you don't deserve that. I know you might think you do, or you might think you're worthless. You might think things are pointless, and they might be at the moment, right? They're not going to get better if we don't take action. And if you can't take action today, that's fine. You know, small steps. Letting go of that resentment's a big thing. Just think about that. That's a big thing. I mean, you talk about taking these small steps. It doesn't have to be physically doing something. If you're contemplating these concepts of letting go, if you're digging through the channel and kind of trying to take some of the advice that I've put out there for myself, if you're working on your mental health just by thinking about wanting something better, you're doing something, and you give yourself credit for that. Pokey. Right, I'll be back. Here we go. Jesse, what'd you check? Jesse, I've been someone's pain all week for... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, the cold and snow will do it to you. You're struggling, Jesse. Well, man, I'm glad you're here today. I'm glad that we're all getting to communicate again. Chris, if you're still there, tell Laura I love her face. And, you know, special thanks to you guys for holding in there. And, you know, dealing with me and what I've been going through lately. You guys more than most can testify where I've been at, and you've been trying to help me in the best way that you can. And I wanted to just say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it can be hard to accept that love. It can actually, when you're in that resentment and darkness and fear and depression, it can cause physical pain, right? Cause fear. It causes fear, right? It's time to let go of that fear. It's time to, you know, it's not time to destroy it completely today, because that's an ongoing battle, but it is time to admit the core of that fear. And for me, on a personal level, I'm in a lot of pain and fear because the past has caused me to believe that anybody I love will shit in my face or die. And I've been dealing with quite a bit of death lately too. Again, you know, with MD and her passing, or I mean, hopefully not, but so we've heard. My mother's close friend just passed recently, and that's conflicted because that's complicated. I had a friend of mine pass that I grew. Now I wouldn't say a friend, but a childhood friend that was close when I was a kid, passed this a couple months ago. You know, but instead of it destroying us, we gotta have it help us add value, right? We're still here. We're still looking at the ground. You know, it'd be a hard thing to let go, but just remember you're loved. You're appreciated. And double tapping that screen will make your thumbs fall off. How about them apples? Still like the idea of getting another cell phone so that I can take you guys door dashing with me, because then I can like have this going. We could be door dashing. I think that'd be something fun to kind of help include you guys in the trip. I'm changed. Good. Ellie. 3 cheers for Ellie. Send some love and some hearts over there, guys. Come on, support your fellow compatriot here and your Turtle Herd member with a couple hundos and some hearts over there in the side, if you don't mind. It's a big thing, right? You know, sometimes the smallest things can be the hardest sleep, Ellie, and that's okay. I'm glad that I'm glad you're up and you're moving. Me too. You know, I almost listened to that whisper today. I almost just rolled back over and said, well, she's not going to call me. I don't matter. Well, you whisper. I do matter, and it does matter. And whether my sister answered or not, it's time to move forward. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, one more look at this beautiful tundra over here at Dunkin this morning. I hope wherever you're at today, you're doing. And just a last little thought before I take off. If you've been doom scrolling the way I was doom scrolling, fucking stop that shit. Put the phone down for 5 minutes if that's all you got, because that was a big part of why I ended up into a really dark, depressive place. But it can be medicine, but all medicine can turn into a poison quick. And I recommend that if you're doom scrolling a lot today, then put it down for 5 minutes. Start there, because it's addictive. This shit's got me, man. From the moment I woke up, didn't know what to do with myself. Pointless fear, anxiety, pain, that 30-second relief, staring at the phone, scrolling to the next, going to the next. became something that fed into it, right? And because it numbs us for a moment, it feels better than the struggle and the pain that we're, and the anxiety and depression that swirls in us as soon as we set it down. Do your best to kind of take a small step away from that today if you're struggling with it, because that was a big thing for me. Ellie, Kay, it is very addictive, Kay. It is very addictive. That's one of the things that I'm working, all these small little things that we're talking about that are bringing me back to a positive sense of reality, and that's a big part of it I wanted to address today. Letting go, man. Letting go of doing that, and letting go of, that can be a hard one, man. And I think it's been harder this time around because I quit smoking cigarettes. And then this too is, I don't know. It seemed like I got really stuck with it for a while and couldn't fathom, Anyway, I think we had a good chat this morning. 40 minutes. Look at that. It goes by quick. I got to go meet my sister. Go out there and get yourself something to eat today, ladies and gentlemen. Love yourself. And that means the small things, right? Self-care. Do the next right thing, as how Anase would say. It'll exceed your greatest expectations. It might not feel like that. The good medicine that'll add up to you being in a better state of mind won't change everything in the moment. It might take weeks. It might take months to find your way back out of this dark place that you found yourself in. If you're anywhere where I have been recently, just hold on. Don't let go of this world. Don't make a permanent solution to a temporary problem if you're out there thinking about it. And without judgment, I say that because just recently I'd wish I wouldn't have woke up, and that's a horrible place, man. And being on this side of it in this moment after taking some steps, it seems ludicrous. Keep your shit together today, guys. And Laura, remember, I love your face, Laura. I hope you enjoy the barbecue place. Guys, Chris and Laura, if you guys when you go to that barbecue place, the greens are absolutely amazing. The corn dogs are great. That meal that I got that I sent Chris, I highly recommend that one, but I mean, get whatever. But you should try the little corn dogs. They're fucking killer good. And you should definitely try the greens. The fried mac and cheese was all right, but it was a little bit bland. It wasn't, I wish they would have made the patty maybe smaller, a little creamier, but yeah, enjoy your meal. Told Chris about an Italian place by you guys. Today's flea market day. Laura, get out there and hit a flea market. You guys are near Bradenton. There's like 15 of them. If you guys went out now and started flea marketing, you wouldn't be able to you wouldn't be able to hit them all day. Google flea markets near me. You're gonna be fucking blown away. There's a ton of giant ones out by St. Pete and that isn't Bradenton, stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy, and they're huge. I hope you guys have a great day of thrifting. Laura, I love your face. I'm in Tampa Bay area. Okay. Native RN. Chris and Laura are in Tampa. Messenger Chris and Messenger Laura, my mentors, my family, without a doubt, are right there in Bradenton. And we're talking about the barbecue pit. My big black sexy feet. Maybe next time. Stick around here, brother. Who is that? 17164. Talking to me all nice like that might get you some unsolicited feet pics. Probably not. That's a big might. But check out the channel. Leave me a comment on a couple things and I'll consider it. I recommend you check out the playlist, My Car, the Galactic Avenger. My camper car. We'll be camper car in a Kia Forte here soon, and hopefully we'll be headed out. Sarasota. Yeah. I don't know if you heard, though, too. I was also said Anna Maria Island is beautiful out there by Bradenton. Sarasota, isn't that? I don't know. Chris, I sent Chris that barbecue place because he said you guys were by Bradenton. Anyway, I got to go. I got to go meet my sister. I love you guys' faces. Hold on today. If you need me, I'm there. That's what part of this channel is about, is, there's some mental health tips. There's some fun stuff. There's some real stuff. It's just me, and don't forget that you're loved. And as how Anase would say, you don't worry about it, because I'll love you until you figure out how to love yourself. And It's okay. It's going to be okay. Send love to the ones that are already on their journey, and push forward doing the best you can. 1051. What do I do if when my wife let me and my brother? Shit, brother. You stick around for a while. You put a comment into one of my shorts so that we can start communicating, and we can talk a little bit about that next time. And that's a complicated one, but you don't let go, because your self-worth can't rely on anybody else. It's got to come from within. And I struggle with that too, and I don't know how I'd handle what you're talking about, 1051, but hopefully we can chat again soon. I got to get going, brother. It doesn't mean that I don't want to have this conversation with you. It means that I've got to take care of me first. You take care of yourself, your family, and then your community. That's what you do, brother. We can figure out together what that means, 1051. That's what you do. You reach out and you have a conversation. You go to the mental health tips in my playlist, and you read a couple of those and maybe take a couple of those suggestions. Jesse, the other day, Summer Fathers, we're gonna have to chat again soon. Kate, nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you too, Kay, Native RN. Hopefully we could chat again soon. Hopefully you decided to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. Are you gay? Orientation, finest, isn't a thing that matters to us here. Where you put it, when you put it there, doesn't define who you are as far as we're concerned. Stick around for a while, and you can figure out what really does matter, and we can grow and love and learn and grow as people. But yeah, where you put it, when you put it there, is none of my business, and where I put it and when I put it there is none of yours, unless I'm trying to put it there with you, I suppose. They're an actually look like, but I can't remember his name. Yeah, I've heard that too. 13. Jacob, it's good to see you. Because you're youth homeless. Love their children. Early do 32, 38. Definitely gay. What would it matter if I was? What the fuck does that matter? Does that make me a good person? Does that make me a bad person? What my physical being's attracted to? What your physical being's attracted to? Don't think you should worry too much about where somebody else. I mean, this world puts this huge emphasis on people and where they want to put it, and then people gain such value out of their orientation too. And for me, it's like, what the hell does that mean? Are you kind to your brothers and sisters? Are you kind to yourself? Are you striving to build a relationship with a God of your understanding? Are you striving to understand the meaning of this place? I mean, those things are what matter, not where you put it and when you put it there. Straight until I saw your channel. Okay, 419, brother. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, don't matter. Damn straight, 333. Join the Turtle Herd, guys. I gotta get going. We're gonna have all kinds of time to talk here by the end of next week. I get one more look at this beautiful snow. It's starting to snow a little bit more. Get out there and take a breath today. Find a way to connect yourself with Mother Nature. Take Hawanase's advice and take care of yourself, your family, your community in that order. Do the next right thing. Constantly remind yourself of these lessons that we've been given. And if you need any more wisdom, love, or guidance, I do my best to share my father figures, wisdom. Hawanase, great, beautiful, amazing Native American man who gave me this path that I'm walking. And open, honest communication today is going to help us let go. I love you guys. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and I'm off like a herd of turtles. Oh, thank you, Cade, Native RN. I really appreciate you. Look forward to having you as part of this community. I'll talk to you guys again soon, I promise, all right? Off like a herd of turtles.